guys, so today I have Dawn with me for Woman of the Month.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. So Dawn, can you start by introducing to our friends what do you do and who you are?
Well, I am firstly a mom of 4. I'm also a studio owner and I teach a variety of classes, especially yoga, Pilates and aerial. And this keeps me really busy and healthy at the same time.
Okay,
Yeah.
so firstly, right, as a yoga instructor, as how the outside world sees you, I would see you as very healthy, very strong, very disciplined. So how do you think, what's the difference between how people see you and how you think you see yourself?
I think, like you said, people see me as someone who's extremely disciplined, and with my children, they're really well behaved, and a lot of people think that I'm a tiger mom, but in actual fact, it's far from that. Because of how my time is split up in so many different areas, looking after the family, my business, and my fitness regime, I really am an opportunist, so I make time. Sometimes things go out of control and the timing that I wanted to do my workout just doesn't happen, so I just make it happen in tiny little pockets throughout the day instead of just telling myself that it's just gone, we'll do it tomorrow or next week. And with regards to my kids, I really do let them tell me what they want to do and then I support them in that. I think that has made my life a lot easier rather than having that kind of struggle with most of my friends where they have children who are at the teenage years and they become very rebellious, and I think that has helped me along the way. It's as I go along, I just go with the flow. It's never my way or no way at all. Yeah, so with my children, I think they really appreciate it, and it definitely has made my life a lot easier as a mom.
So, being a mom of 4, right?
Yeah.
I think it's busy enough. What inspired you to start this business?
It really had been something that I thought about for a long time, even before I had kids. Just things happened along the way, marriage, children, moving overseas. I actually lived overseas for almost 9 years because of my husband's job. So it came to a time where he was going to be posted overseas again, and I had students who were also coming over to my place to practice. When they found out that I was going to be moving, and I always had this desire to want to have my own studio. They supported me, and it just became a dream come true.
So what are some of the challenges you face both as an entrepreneur, as a mom, and perhaps 2 of them together?
Definitely time, not enough. Always not enough. If I had more time, I would do more things, which also doesn't help. So I'd say it's really prioritizing and time management, knowing what is important and just spending my time on them.
It seems like everything's important,
Yeah. Yeah, typically I would want to do everything. You only live once.
Yes.
So experience to me is a very important thing, and I want to learn and experience as much as I possibly can. However, in real life, that is not going to happen, so you got to prioritize.
Seeing a beautiful studio and how old is your eldest kid?
She's 14 this year.
14. I would think that your kids will be your biggest achievements and proudest moments. But I want to hear it from you. What are your biggest achievements for you so far?
The biggest achievement for me so far, like you said, it really is my children, and I see them as a reflection of myself. I think there's no doubt about it. You can't hide from that fact. They see you every step of the way. They see you at your worst moments. They see you in your best as well. So to be able to hear them tell me things like that they're proud of me, that they love me. Even at the supermarket, they would just stop me and just like, mommy, I love you. That kind of thing. It's like, where did that come from? Yeah. So it's things like that make me know that I'm doing the right thing. I don't have to ask them, and this really was what I guess I was working for. Along the way, having my passion to support me day by day, to help me grow internally as a person as well. I think that's really important, not just because it helps me, put the bread on the table. It's a way for me to feel like I'm doing something worthwhile, but it really is something that inspires my children to see that they can achieve what they set their minds to. And you have to work for it.
So I think you would have a very busy schedule, okay? And I want to know how you juggle. So do you have like a daily ritual of how you take care of 4 kids, manage the business, still have a life? Yeah.
Okay. Generally, I don't commit to work or any classes on weekends. That really is family time. And this was even more predominant when my husband had to be posted for work overseas for 3 years. So actually, he only recently came back. And for 3 years, I was both a mom and a dad. And that was really important for me to just be able to be there for them, especially on the weekends when they don't have school.
And you were still teaching on
Yes.
weekdays.
Yeah.
And you were taking care of 4 kids.
Yeah. Don't ask me, I also don't know how that happened. But yes, the prioritization and just making sure that I'm taking care of myself was really important, because the moment I fall sick, nothing's going to happen, right? So taking care of yourself is going to help you be able to do your various roles, or for myself to perform my other roles to my best ability. So going back again to that time management and prioritization, it's always at the front line. Yeah, if that doesn't happen, nothing else is.
And do you have a daily ritual, like in the morning, I don't know, you do some yoga, some meditation?
Yeah. Well, the first hour in the morning is my me time, because nobody else is awake yet. So I settle down.
What time do you get up, since nobody is awake?
Sometimes 5, sometimes because I do health coaching as well. So I have one-on-one clients, and they can start as early as 6 or 6:30. So if that happens, I wake up an hour at least before that. Yeah.
So a key thing, like you say, is a lot of successful people start the day at 5 o'clock. You know, I heard like Steve Jobs,
Yes.
Mark Zuckerberg all start the day at 5 o'clock. So that's the key to being successful.
Yeah, you have to set aside time for yourself as well. I think that's the most important thing, because when we take care of ourselves, it's not just about exercising or eating well, it's that mental wellness that you have to take care of, especially, I think. Yeah, so that 1 hour to myself every day is really important, and I make sure that I get it. It doesn't happen at night, because everybody's like on my bed, it's infested with children at night as of now. So the morning 1 hour, the first thing in the morning, it's really precious to me.
So I think it's really important as well to start your day on a zen note. I realize some days that I started out like I'm really flustered, the whole day is just doesn't seem right.
Yeah, it's true. I've had that too. Sometimes, when especially over the weekends when the children are at home, and it's just all about them. I don't really have that me time, because the moment I wake up, there's kids next to
Jumping
me.
on your bed.
Yeah, or like I have a foot in my face. Yeah. So sometimes the day doesn't start off the way that I want to. But you just have to be able to go with the flow as well. So I'm far from a perfectionist in that way. It's just being able to adapt, being able to tell yourself that this sort of thing happens, and you just deal with it. Yeah. So it never ruins my day totally. Yes, I literally get off the wrong side of the bed. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't let me depict the rest of my day. So I would do something else that can help me to get that reset going. So it might be I spend a little bit more time in the shower, I turn it into a spa session, or I just like literally the toilet is my zone. Yeah. The kids may think that I'm just having a long shower and things like that. Yeah, but I'll light the candle, I'll play some music, something to like at least give me that little bit of a reset that I need every single day. Yeah.
And how do you rate your body confidence, or how do you view yourself?
How do I view myself? My view of myself, well, I have high expectations. And it's a constant work in progress. It is a constant work in progress. Some days are better than others. Yeah. Sometimes I wake up and I was like, I really just want to go through the rest of the day. I just want to go back to sleep. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being, really
Crappy.
lousy, yeah. 10 being perfect. I would usually see myself at about 7. Yeah, 7 or 8 at most. I will never see it as perfect, because like I said, it's always a work in progress. If we see it as perfect and that's it, we're not going to do anything else, then I find that that's when you don't put in as much effort anymore.
But I think I like what you said, that it kind of varies, on there are crappy days. And it's normal to have crappy days. And on those days, you just feel like a 1 or 2.
Yeah.
But then there are days you feel really good about yourself, and you can be like 7, 8 or 9.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think that's a really important point.
Yeah, but to reach that 7, 8 or 9, there will always be exercise that's involved.
Yes.
Yeah, because no doubt, the exercise does bring about the happy hormones coming out. And I think if you can do it at the beginning of the day, it just helps you be able to go through the rest of the day on a much better note.
So for now, you're probably far from your 80th or 90th birthday. But when you reach there, what would you like to say to yourself?
I have to put this in, yeah. They say having one kid ages you by 10 years. Technically, I'm about there now, 80, 90. Okay, but to be honest, if I were to see myself at 80, 90, what would I tell myself? I do see myself still being very active. Of course, you know, having a sensible routine that's appropriate for an 80, 90-year-old. So that staying active thing is something that I do see myself wanting to work towards. So prevention of any injuries to ensure that will happen, so I get quality of life. But if I were to tell myself something at that age, a younger version of myself at that age, is to just keep looking after yourself and never forget that, you know, it's the people around you who will be your strongest support, and you're not alone.
And last but not least, to me, I think the biggest takeaway is that you're a mom of 4, you have this business running, and you are so positive, right? What advice do you have out there for mommypreneurs, for entrepreneurs, for new moms to be? What's your advice?
My last sentence, that support structure around you, build it, keep strengthening it, and just never forget that you are not alone. And yeah, appreciate the people around you who matter. Never take people for granted.
Thank you very much, Dawn.
Thank you,
for
Cheryl.
Sitting here and sharing with us, and thank you for listening.
Thank you.